Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a game called There Are No Orcs. It's a game that kind of reminds me of Age of War. There's this flash game. I don't know if you've ever played it, but let's start by going into the game. Now, we have a lot of different characters from different factions. We have humans, demons, and dwarves. Now, as you can see, I have yet to unlock most of them, but we can still do with some of them. Now, I'm gonna play this quirky little man, Von Tolpachheim. He's the best character I have found so far. At least he's the one that lines up most with my playstyle. Now, I've done a lot of these levels already, so we're just gonna be playing on Chaos Plus. What does this mean? Chaos Plus means that enemies will have 15% more HP, which I mean, it's a bit scary, but also all enemy units are ducks, which I don't know, but we are just gonna find out. So here is the game. We are here. We have these tiles and these buildings in this randomized shop. We can buy them, place them. They each do their own thing. Now here is our enemy, which is why I said it's kind of like Age of War. You know, like we both have these units. Will later be walking directly to the enemy and kind of duke it out. But that's for later. Right now, we need to start by, well, building an archery barracks, for example. So this, every 25 seconds, will start or will produce an archer. Our special little guy thingy, you know, the Von Tolpachheim special, as I like to call it. He starts with a level 5 shop. Usually you have to like upgrade this little fellow and, you know, get better things. 10 shop rerolls, and that's kind of his thing. He also has a special ability from which we get a relic. I'll explain more once we cross that bridge. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. Place down this. Now a barn. We are gonna want a barn later on. Right now our main priority is like getting an economy going and getting units as well. That's also one of the most important things. I'm gonna re-roll a few. Okay, theater. Yeah, let's save up for a theater. 3 gold per different building owned. Okay. We also have these mines. These are like the neutral facility. And every 20 seconds, if it is in our hands, we get 100 gold. So it is literally a duck. All enemies are ducks. And their stats are garbage. Wait, what? Oh, well, I mean, I say garbage, but he just absolutely destroyed my bowman. That's a bit concerning, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But yeah, it's just a little game that I came across. I saw a YouTuber, Reggie, play it, and I was just like, you know, that seems like a good way to like kill some time. So here I am, and let me tell you, it is a good way to kill some time. It's just very weird, silly, but also very fun because there's a lot of different characters and you can actually make like really elaborate strategies. You know, for example, our strategy here is like to not die, right? That would be a good start. Perhaps I underestimated these ducks just a smidgen. Just a bit. Okay, we need our 3rd theater, and I think then we're just gonna be spamming out military buildings for the time being. Because these ducks are not gonna let us have a break. Swordsman barracks. Now, most of these buildings have special ways or conditions to enhance their production speed. So for this, it's every swordsman barracks you have will give every one of them another 5% production speed. For the archers, it's plus 60% when adjacent to a culture building, plus 12% per minute, up to 250, etc. Like all these buildings will have different ways of leveling up throughout the game. So you kind of have to like get a strategy in mind before you do any of it. I'm also gonna plant this one, because that's gonna give me a lot of money. And we do like money, that we do. So now it's just kind of a waiting game, trying not to die. We need to start balancing, like increasing our production. Yeah, let's place a Philosopher's Guild just to get this production speed up. So yeah, now we have to play the long game by building an economy, managing, I mean, the direct. You know, we are under some pretty heavy fire, and it's all ducks. That's the weird part. I'm getting overrun by a bunch of ducks. Never thought I'd ever say that sentence out loud, but here we are. So one thing we do need to keep in mind is we have these relics, but we also have buildings that produce us new tiles. However, for every tile owned, or for every relic I own, that will decrease their speed. So if I pop this, that doesn't mean I have a relic now. Also, my luggage is going crazy. Now, this may seem like a bit of a weird thing, but just don't mind him, you know. Luggages, they have a will of their own. But he's at least gonna buy us like a couple more minutes, maybe? Yeah, let's just say he'll buy us a couple more minutes. And in the meantime, we need to not die. So we need to get money and other things. Now I am thinking, since they have pretty low HP, they won't get like stronger units with more HP. Doing something maybe splash damage related, you know, an AoE thingy, probably the way to go here. I don't want any of these buildings. Do I want an extra swordsman barracks? Sure. You know what? It's $100. I can miss that. Oh, look, we got his royal guards now. They're cool. They do a bit of AoE and they're gonna scale with the amount of relics that I will eventually get. And I am gonna get a lot of them because of our active ability. Let's slow down time just a bit. A dragon's nest. A dragon's nest is probably gonna be the best thing we can get. Maybe second place, because there's also, oh, what are they called? Like siege workshops. I'll point them out if I see them in the shop. But there's also siege workshops, and they will destroy the enemies. Look, now we got a little wormling, and I want to see him in action. Okay, let's get a good view. Okay, he's burning, he's burning. Now he cannot be attacked by melee units, which it seems like the ducks can reach. That is slightly upsetting, but it is to be expected. You know, we need to have some kind of balancing. Look at that, he's shredding them. That is not fair. Okay, I mean, it is unfair, but I will not complain. You know, it's fine by me. 1200 gold in the bank, and we have money for yet another dragon's nest. Now I also want more economy buildings, but I just cannot happen to find any of them. So we're gonna have to make do with the income that we do have, which it's whatever. It's whatever. It is very much whatever. Okay, got some new tiles now. That's nice. Barns, you know what? Just plump one of them down. Another archery barrack. Okay, theater, farmland. You know what? It's free money. It's free real estate. Free! We got a free brokerage. The building to the right against the bonus of the building to the left. Right. So does that mean if I build it here? Yeah, you just get that extra 60%. Okay, that's good to know. That's good information. We will probably not be using that. That sounds like advanced mathematics. I'm not built for that. I ain't built for that. At least not right now, dude. It's midnight. I'm recording this on a whim. I thought like maybe it would just be kind of cool to in between uploads, maybe upload like smaller games, you know, like small little teeny tiny thingies. And I thought, you know what, let's start here. I think this is the ideal game to like start off my concept and just kind of see how it does. You know, maybe no one likes it and I'll be gone like the wind. Maybe people are okay with it and it's gonna be like a recurring thingy. So I mean, we will see. Okay, we are not managing to get through these trading posts because there's an overwhelming number of dogs and this tower is destroying everything. But we do have a catapult now. Okay, look at that. Boom. Okay, that's a bit underwhelming. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Yes. I'm sure that was very cool if I could actually like, yeah, he's doing stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, yeah, I wasn't really sure, but all right, sure thing. Now, I'm not really propping up my economy in like a big way because I kind of feel like we are already in a pretty good spot. You know, we are just slowly pushing them back. We'll get more AoE, more splash damage as we go. So I want to get the siege workshop now. Biome, now we have 3 dragon nests and 2 siege workshops. We should be able to slowly overwhelm them, I think. I also do need all these tiles because, I mean, that's kind of the strategy that I'm doing. So let's just, yeah, sure. Let's get these and plop these down. Another relic. Archers will gain another 100% attack per kill. Cool, we have a lot of archers. So let's plunk them down here. Swordsmen, we have a lot of swordsmen. Swordsmen deal 500% damage to enemy units with higher max HP. These swordsmen, how many? They have 20 HP. These ducks have 23. So that is gonna be absolutely amazing. Let's get that. And we get a lot of free buildings. Okay, I think we are slowly gonna just swallow them whole. Camping Tanturians restore 50% HP per second when they are in a neutral facility. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, this strategy is a bit, it is a bit crazy because we get so much stuff. Usually at this point in the game, you would not really have this many relics, right? Usually you get one from each tower and a level up. But since we are already level 5, I mean, we just kind of get them for free, since that is our special thingy. But yeah, we're slowly just overwhelming them with our crushing numbers and our crazy tactics. They stand no chance. What the hell is this? Production for each adjacent tile not owned. Okay, so if I put you there, you... Oh, that's cool. You know, I wonder if many times this will go off before we decimate these dumbass ducks. No, I think ducks are cool. Except for their little annoying ass sound effects. I hate them. But that's the whim effect, by the way. So every chaos level, which we are now on chaos level 5, every chaos level will have a whim effect. So now it's every unit's gonna be duck. Maybe next round every, I don't know, every dragon will be 3 times the size or something. Who knows? I certainly don't. Commander skill cooldown rate plus 40%. That's kind of crazy. We'll take it. Siege production, sure thing. Royal barracks, love them. Siege production, hell yeah. Archery, always wanted one. Another archery thingy, yes. Dragon's Nest, we need whole ass euro. Okay, never mind. So now we just kind of play the waiting game and see whatever happens. So, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I kind of already won, which I know it might not look like it. I might look like I'm being overwhelmed by the enemy ducks. Look at this, dude. Look at this. This is deranged. But yeah, the enemy demise is inevitable. The ducks have fallen by the hands of the definitely not orcs, because there are no orcs. You see, right? There are no orcs. None of them. Tables make 2 additional. Yeah, sure. Sure, man. We are now destroying the enemy core. I repeat, we are destroying the enemy core at a crazy rate. The ducks have no chance. Dude, they open the front door and they're just gone. It's a Mount Everest worth of stone is being dumped on top of their head, and pits of hell are opened by these wormlings. It is over. I kind of feel bad for them. You know, imagine just being a duck, you know, just chilling, grazing. What do ducks eat? Like fish, and I think I see them grazing sometimes. And then in comes this quote-unquote human army. Yeah, sure, bro. This guy's not human. Let me tell you one thing. But yeah, so Chaos Advanced. We get 2 pieces of equipment, which we can now use here, or we can salvage them, or dismantle. I apologize. And then later on we can use these, we can forge more, etc, etc. Now we have a new whim on pins and needles. All damage has a minimum of 10. Okay, so that is maybe gonna be good for us, maybe not. I'm not sure at all, but yeah, whatever. You know, I just want to kind of show this game off. If you guys like it, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe I'll be back with more of this or some other small little games. Without further ado, I guess I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.